Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Cooking with Andrew. Your first step in making your perfect seared pork chops is to go over to your stainless steel pan and get it heating on medium. Then you're going to take your chop. To make your chops, you're going to first well season them with olive oil, and a generous helping of salt and pepper. I'm using kosher salt here, but I suppose you could use the little tiny pepper that you get in that pepper mill at your mom's house. Please use kosher salt. Lots of pepper. Please use freshly ground pepper. Please use freshly ground pepper and not the pre-ground stuff, because that stuff is awful. To make life easier, and so that you have to wash your hands less, I put as much salt and pepper as I need on one side. That way I can just smoosh things around with my hand and get it on both sides. Now that our chops are nice and seasoned, we can go put them in the pan. Before you put your chops on, first, a good strategy is to flick some water on it, and if it does that, the pan is hot enough. Now, using our tongs, we're going to lay the pork in. I'm going to lay it down just like that, so that no oil ends up on you. Oops, don't drop them. Pork is going to cook a little unevenly because of how thick this piece is right here versus here, but that's fine. We'll just forget it. You're going to want to turn your oven fan on to high because this thing is going to start making a lot of steam. Now, a part of making this pork is we're going to make a nice pan sauce, and a secret to a great pan sauce is shallots. Our chopped shallot is going to stay here. As we keep searing our pork, you're going to want to flip it after a couple minutes. Now that crust is looking really nice. Very important to watch your fond down here, or as the Brits call it, the sediment. It looks kind of like it's going to burn. Just make sure your meat is on there, and you might want to adjust your temperature to keep it down, because you really don't want the fond to burn. Because your fond is going to be the building blocks for your pan sauce. Alright, now to check how this is going, I'm going to take the temperature of my instant reheat. You're going to want your chops to get to about 135 internal temperature, and then they'll coast their way up to the safe temperature of 140. You're going to want to probe the thickest part. I just probed right there. This guy's going to finish up a little bit faster, which has got me a little bit worried. Okay, this guy's done. So I'm going to take him. Oh, that fond is going to burn, so I'm going to do this. This is a hot tip. Only do this if it's a real emergency and your pork is going to do bad things. This is not going to end well. Now that our chops are off and our fond is burnt to hell because those chops were of really, really uneven thickness, we're going to deglaze with a bunch of white wine. I should have turned that down. That was a mistake. Throw your shallots in before you put your white wine in, unlike me, who put the white wine in before the shallots. Get some nice cool butter. A little bit more. Right, we're going to let that just kind of gum together and emulsify.